Hello YouTube, so welcome back to my Loft update video. As you can see, I've got a fair bit done. As you can see, the end of the loft, it's a bit rough, but it's all been nicely sealed off. I put some stud work up, a bit of insulation just to stop the sound from all the games and that going next door, because it only seems to be one course of brick, and I've just boarded it all off nicely with plasterboard. Bit rough and ready to finish, but it's only the loft, and I've given it a nice little lick of paint as well. So yeah, I've left a few gaps just so the air can circulate. I've not mounted the insulation up against the brickwork. I've given it some air gaps, so it's got room to breathe. So I'll tell you a little bit about what's changed up here. So that's made it up here. That originally used to be in our living room. This it's from IKEA, one of these sort of compartment shelving things. So I've got all consoles stuck in it at the moment. That's going to have consoles all set up. Trinitron, which is down there, is going to be on the top of that. So I've still got all my consoles all bubble wrapped up from the move. This is going to be the Amstrad corner with the CPCs. I've got them 2 monitors there in that box in that blue bag. The door is a door I cocked up downstairs, put the hinges on the wrong end. So that's going to get a bit of hardboard nailed to it to make it flat, and that's going to get cut and mounted in that corner for the Amstrad monitors to sit on. So that's the chimney breast there, all covered up. I've got my magazines and the Trinitron stuck there at the moment just because they're extremely heavy, and that's where the supporting wall is. Now in this corner, you can just about see it, that's an old 1960s Habitat table, and in that box is the Sharp Linatron, and that is the actual table that our Sharp Linatron used to be on back in the 80s and 90s when I was growing up. So I'm pleased to get that back. That was going to go on the bonfire, but I rescued it from my mum and dad, and that's now going to be in my loft room. So that's the Trinitron all packed up from the move, and this is my latest pickup, this desk. That chair is my original chair that used to be at my original desk. So yeah, I used to own this exact sort of desk back in the 90s and had my PCW on it, as it does now, but it's in the box. Yeah, I had my PCW, my Amstrad PCW 8256 set up on it back in the 90s, and I managed to find this on eBay. I didn't really think I'd find it. Searching on the desk, looking for a desk you used to have back in the 80s, it's pretty impossible, but I actually found it for a £5. Not too far away, so I managed to pick that up, and I managed to squeeze it in my little car. And it actually even still smells. It smells just like my original one. I mean, I'm not sure where it came from, MFI or something, probably in the 80s. But it is really nice to have it back. A bit weird, I know, nostalgic furniture, but we left it in our house when we moved back in '94, and I always wish we'd taken it with us, because it was just a really nice desk. I got some fond memories of sitting at it playing on my Amstrad, so I'll be able to do that again now in the loft. So yeah, the Amstrad's just sat on it at the moment. That's my 1995 PC with Windows 95 on it. On top of that is my consoleized Amstrad project. I've not done anything more on that. Got Kongman there. A few more boxes there. Stuck in the middle at the moment, I've got my old chest of drawers. Now this was mine from the 90s. Used to have my stereo on it. This exact model of stereo, which I've rebought, my Panasonic RX CT 810. I've shown in a previous video, so that'll get set up on that. Probably over in that corner there where the telly is. So there's the telly, little 14-inch Philips TV. There's a BBC Micro underneath that with SD card. So yeah, it's taken me about 4 hours this morning to get it into the shape, to paint the wall and get it into this sort of shape. So it doesn't really look like much. it's hard to really take it all in when you're stood in the middle filming around. But yeah, a lot of work, and it's bloody hot up here as well. So this end's just going to be all our sort of family junk really. So I've got all my sockets at this end, and these big purlins, I've cleaned that a bit. They're thick with jet black dust, horrible like graphite dust. So I've just given them a bit of a rub down. You can see the grain coming out now. Not really what you want above your computer. So what I'm going to do next is I just put masking tape over this for some reason. It's all peeling off. I'm going to fill in there with a bit of sort of concealant maybe, just to tidy up, or I may just leave it. Just take the tape off and leave it. So yeah, plasterboarding's a bit rough and ready, but it looks a lot nicer than a brick wall, and a lot better without all that dusty mortar that kept falling off it. And there's a bit of soundproofing as well. So I've got tons of stuff in these boxes. I've been selling an absolute ton of stuff. A lot of my stuff is gone, believe it or not. A lot of the high value stuff like sealed Master System 2 and Master System 1, Mega CD 2, Turbo Express. It's yeah, it's all gone. Atari ST's gone. GX 4000's gone. All good systems, but none I really have a nostalgia for. I just liked owning them, but so I'm really sticking with nostalgia now. So I've got a few more things to get rid of, possibly. But I'll get a nice rug for the middle, I think. There's a lot of stuff up here. Still not happy with how much stuff's up here. Just because of the weight issue really on the joists. But yeah, I've got some more stuff to get rid of. So it should slim down a bit. So yeah, this is the loft room as it is. So the next episode we'll have a few games set up, I hope. So thanks for watching.